Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Rumble, rumble.
Hey there, all you red fuckers.
What?
Welcome to another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters!
I'm your co-host, Ben.
And I'm your co-host, Pat.
On this podcast, we play through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
Right. We're pretty practiced gamers, but we're not experts or purists. We're just experiencing each game, start to finish, in chronological order.
And we are at the end of Season 1. This is the Season 1 finale.
This is our first finale. How do you feel about that?
I mean, this came to me as a random idea on a run sometime in December or January. I called you in the middle of that run, out of breath, saying I had this idea and I wanted to tell you about it. I was not willing to stop running to talk to you about it, but
Had to keep running.
But I was at least willing to tell you about it in the middle of a run.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe we're here. We have a podcast. Like, it's a legitimate thing. I feel like if you get a season under your belt, it's a real podcast.
Yeah. It's good.
How are you feeling?
I'm glad we're almost done with Zelda 2, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to we've come a long way.
Definitely.
And so we are at the very end of this game. We have basically the journey to the last palace and the last palace to accomplish. And then we're done.
So why don't we got a bunch of narration here to kind of catch folks up on. So why don't we dive on in? So
I'm gonna die real quick so that I can go back to the.
We're gonna do the classic death thing.
I'm in the ghost town, and these purple, what are they called? Mauis or something?
Moas, yeah, purple moas.
Purple moas. I'm gonna let one of these come. Beep, beep, beep.
And so that's a game over. So we're gonna start back over at the North Palace, and then Patrick is pretty much gonna make his way exactly to where we just were.
There's a Zelda sleeping in the palace. The fake out. Maybe that's the last time I'll get the fake out, where it's not the classic Zelda theme, but an imposter. You want to know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was like episode 4, where you had this whole thing about the music and how the music is it's a fake out. It starts the same, but then it shifts on you, just like the game.
I'm going across the water, right?
You are going across the water. So Pat's going from West Hyrule to Eastern Hyrule right now, and then is going to head south from the town of Naboru, which is the town right there in front of you. You're going to get rid of the River Devil. You're going to make your way through the passage where the Lizolfos throw things at you, down through that graveyard into the Valley of Death.
Wow.
And
got hit.
In case this is your first episode, welcome. Super excited that you're here. We've spent the last, I think, 6 episodes getting to where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we currently have, just so everybody's on the same page, we have 8 health, 8 life, 8 magic. We found all 4 heart containers, and we found all 4 magical containers. Patrick just made it through his first band of Lizolfos throwing rocks without getting hit. He did some very nice juking there.
They're pretty obnoxious, but I am a good juker. Ow. I say that as I get hit for the first time. Oh my gosh.
Well, in this
there's a big fence, and there's a bunch of Lizolfos popping up behind it, throwing stuff at me.
Take the most direct route through that graveyard.
Oh, right, because you got a bunch of blue moas. Oh, they're gnarly.
There you go.
Okay, I'm already out of it. And there's another fence with a blue moa.
One thing I will remind you of is there is nothing that prevents you from ever casting life or shield on yourself as needed.
Yes. Except for my own stubbornness.
All right, so there you go. So Patrick is now... and Patrick, how would you describe the... what you're walking on right now? How would you describe that?
It's brown. It's like brown water.
Right. So what that actually is lava. It's just rendered. Just to me, it looks like gravy. But in the Famicom version, you could actually see that looked a little bit more like lava. And this is what I didn't know is the boots you get. So when you get the boots, when I was looking them up online, they say that you can walk over water and lava in certain spots. Oh. But I had never seen, like, I didn't know where we were walking over lava because I hadn't seen it. But this is you walking over lava, which, when you're in these little cutscenes, the side-scrolling ones, you can see that, you are platforming, with lava. So.
I got you. So. Basically, I'm in like a very difficult platforming situation every time I get sucked into battle where I have to jump over lava and there's a bunch of floating eyeballs and some other enemies waiting to get me. Like this Lizalfos right here throwing maces at me. And now we're getting to the point where it's just automatically taking me into these. Regardless of whether I run into enemies or not.
Yeah, so they're like, I don't know, somewhere between like 3 and 6 of these, I think, that Patrick has to get through.
All right, we'll see.
So now he's fighting an orange Lizalfos.
Got it.
Did a very nice job with him. Here comes a blue Moa that he has stabbed to get out of the way. The Moas, again, are the floating eye bubbles. We will complain about those all the time. Make aggressive use of save states would be my other.
Oh yeah, save states. Very good. Save states. Man, I really don't like these eyeballs. Oh, there's a red one. The red ones like show up. They move a little bit with their eye closed, and then they stop with their eye open, and you can only get them when their eyes open. Whoo! I'm crushing this.
Right. You are doing very well.
Very nice.
So one thing we found out about, so sometimes with the Lizalfos is when you're jumping on your head, when you're jumping on their head, you hurt them, but other times you don't. Do you know what's up with that?
Yeah, it's when their shield, when their shield's up. Oh, dang, that's a long jump. When their shield is up, you can't get them on the head with the downward thrust. When the shield is down, I didn't know if I could clear that gap, but apparently you can.
I mean, it feels like they made it like why'd they make it that extra 2 pixels in length?
You know what's something cool? Celeste. Have you played Celeste?
Sure. I've played a couple levels enough that I could at least talk to people about it.
Celeste,
but have not had the time to really dig into it.
Like a Super Meat Boy style platformer, where it's all about wall jumps.
It's all about verticality, right?
Yeah, you're climbing through these stages. Is there anything special in here I'm supposed to keep an eye out for?
There'll be a cave.
But before that, is there
no.
Heart container? Or wait, we don't have those in this game.
We do have those. Yeah, we've collected 4 heart containers. You've collected at least 2.
Oh yes, we do have those in this game. They turn into squares instead of being the shapes of hearts.
Yeah, that is correct. I will also remind you that you can cast life on yourself.
Oh, yes. I can cast life on myself. So in Celeste, the creators of this game, it's also a modern game. It came out in the last 7 years or whatever. They took care to give you an extra couple pixels at the edge of every platform so that you can jump after you've left the platform, basically, and you're not going to be penalized for being just a little late. And it lets you really focus on other aspects of the game, like timing your wall jumps and stuff, which is super nice of them.
Yeah, there's this YouTube creator. His name is Mark Brown, and he has the channel Game Maker's Toolkit. And I think it's supposed to be designed for people who actually want to design games, which is not me. But I watch it because he just does the coolest stuff, and he's done deep dives on how the Zelda key lock system works in different games to how Metroid games are constructed.
Again, but
that gap, yeah. But he talked about that same thing. And the idea is what is the point of your game?
Right.
if your game is supposed to kind of be like dynamic and fast and things like that, having someone miss a jump by a pixel, like the player doesn't get any value from that, right? And so they talk a lot about that. So Pat's making his way through here, through another cave, again, with these kind of like, red and blue moas.
There's not a bunch of lava this time, though, which is wonderful. Very happy that I'm not clearing a bunch of gaps while I'm dodging these guys. I gotta say, I think that's one of the things that makes this game stand out as a stinker in the Zelda series, is that a lot of the difficulty comes from just straight up difficulty, and it's not like
bad game design, right? It's like bad. It's not like purposeful game design. It's like bad game design,
right? I've come to learn that while Mega Man 1 is perhaps my favorite from the original series, it's not a lot of other people's, and that's because it had a lot of...
That was a nice jump over that, like... Pat's facing this scorpion right now that can shoot fireballs. Oh, you just...
And I like to use my downward thrust to avoid enemies, but that Lizalfos got me.
So that was good.
But Mega Man 1 is it's got a bunch of things they haven't.
Him?
Yeah, it's got a bunch of things they haven't figured out yet. That's kind of the stuff that I like about it. I didn't see them as problems when I was a little kid, but now I understand. All right, I came out of that. Not for nothing, but the Valley of Death isn't.
You're kind of you're just rolling through it.
Yeah.
You're just rolling through it, aren't you?
I am. We're laughing because I'm like about to die and there are a million Moas. And it's always like when we compliment me that I start dying.
Well, and Pat has this really bad habit of, I'm not going to say like abusing the save state, but just like click and load a little too quickly sometimes when he's actually in a good spot. So, and one of the nice things, Patrick,
I'm always loading my state. What's up?
I wanted to let you know about is once you're in the Great Palace, if you die, you'll actually restart in the Great Palace.
No way.
Yeah, so if you wanted to take a death like right here and do this section and be at full life, not a huge deal. Like you'll have enough life to be able to do that.
Well,
you took out that guy real quick.
Sweet. Yeah, he didn't. There's a red Lizalfos, which is a different weapon, and
he's kind of like a flail.
Yeah. Was no match for me. Yeah, I am just always loading my state, and I gotta say, it's gotten me into a lot of trouble. Not necessarily on this podcast. I did it once last season, but just in general, I'm always loading my state right after I accomplish something really difficult, and then all of my progress is erased. Let's see if I can get over this gap.
Well, especially if you're using like quick saves and quick loads.
Right, which I had been doing.
Yeah, you just hit him so quickly. Oh, that blue Lizalfos just charged right at you. I think take the death, take the full life. You still got 2 lives. You got 2 lives essentially to get through this last part to the Hidden Palace, so.
All right. Yeah, you're right. Because I can just die once I get there and reset all my lives. Dang, I'm just avoiding this guy. For some reason, I'm not. Oh, maybe I shouldn't avoid him. Now there's a red one. Oh, I'm surrounded. Oh, boy. And I died.
I think you could probably put, I wonder what happens if you put Reflect on. I wonder if you can reflect his maces.
You know what? Let's just try it because we're almost done with this game, and I don't see myself playing this game. Oh, it absorbs the attack.
Oh, so that makes it real easy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, so now this guy is kind of just like an advanced, Iron Knuckle.
Oh, but he takes 3 to kill. I don't know. I think I just forced him off the screen. Which, you know what?
Works.
I'm fine with that. All right, red Lizalfos. Ow.
Oh, he whacked you in the face there.
And then I just jumped on his face and hurt myself. All right, so I'm making my way through this cave. I'm saving my state. Everybody's having a real great time. They're telling their parents. Oh, and we're already at the palace.
Amazing.
Okay, here we go. We're entering the final palace of the game.
So this is the Great Palace. All right. So what are your first impressions? You walk in. What do you We got some gold bricks laid down. We got some. This definitely looks different than the other palaces.
It's nighttime. The sky is black, but you can still see some clouds. Also, it's new music.
It is new music.
Which is very welcome.
All right, so there's this like blue and red force field. It kind of looks like DNA.
And there it goes.
That's a great noise. We should get that into the season 2 opening music.
I might just have to add it. I think it was different in the Famicom version.
Oh, really?
I think it was more of a high-pitched... Ooh, and there's these big gold columns. Like a high-pitched noise. All right. So I'm just going to review what I'm supposed to do in this palace instead of figuring out for myself.
Yeah. So while Patrick does that, I did just want to drop in here one quick thing. So someone pointed this out in Discord that when we were in like episode 2, when we found the magic hammer in Death Mountain, that is actually right there at the very bottom of the map is the original Legend of Zelda game. The entirety of the game is just south of where we got the magical hammer.
What do you mean? Like the map is the same map?
Yeah, it's the same map.
Really?
But yeah, I'm gonna put it up in like our Twitter and our Patreon so people can see.
Is it like the top-down view? So it's like a little smaller?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot smaller. Yeah, but like you can see the Lost Woods, you can see the graveyard, you can see.
So cool.
Yeah, and actually, so you fall down a hole and you get the hammer. You come out of that hole, you break another boulder, you fall down a hole, and you get a magical container. Those two rocks are Spectacle Rock from the first game. Like those are the two eyes, like right there.
Oh, I'm gonna have to backtrack and look at that. That's really cool. Yeah. Nintendo, that's so cute of you.
I know, right? Yeah, that was pointed out by Bill in Discord, and so he actually has a really great podcast called Bill's JRPG Adventure and Trappings.
Oh, cool. Those are our new friends on that app that we just started using?
Yeah.
Cool.
And so they're actually doing Zelda 2 right now. And so we just wanted to shout out that if you're looking for some more Zelda 2 love. So it's Bill's JRPG Adventures and Other Trappings. And what they do is he has a bunch of people record themselves individually, their like thoughts on a particular section of the game, and then cuts them together to tell like a whole story.
That's what you were telling me, that we gotta talk about the Maze Palace this week and send to somebody or something.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that because you're a little too busy. But yeah, that's
awesome.
That's exactly it. Yeah. So yeah, we just wanted to shout out Bill. Thanks for sharing that, and
hey, Bill.
Check out Bill's podcast.
Blah blah blah. All right, I'm going in.
All right, let's do it. So this dungeon is absolutely huge.
And it's golden.
It is enormous. Yeah, it's golden. And so Patrick is going to kind of like roll up in here, and all he is going to see
new bad guy.
Brand new bad guys pretty much everywhere. So the first one is a Fukeru.
Oh, and it's just spitting fire. Oh my gosh. And it immediately got my health down, and I just avoided it because we're not doing XP stuff anymore.
Big jump. Nice. So there's a hidden spot in the floor right there that Patrick jumped over because someone wrote him an outline and included a picture for him.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. So the Fukarus, they're a bird-like enemy, but they look real creepy in the artwork. They have like 5 eyeballs. And they have it looks like they have like 3 turtlenecks on. They're real creepy looking guys. And they shoot they shoot fire that like, it not only lasts for a long time, but it moves towards you. And when it's coming at you, you think like, oh yeah, I can obviously dodge this. And it is amazing how hard it is to actually dodge.
Head east. Yeah, that definitely was not easy. I've been like walking around for a little bit, and there's not any more enemies in the dungeon, so I'm just gonna assume that was the only enemy in the entire dungeon.
That seems right.
That seems like a good assumption. I should probably just die and start the dungeon over so that I have 3 lives in here.
Yeah, I mean, if you think you're going to need the lives, you could do that. We are going to pick up a life part of the way through.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna just die.
So,
Here's another one of these bird things. Leave me alone, bro.
there you go. So he got past him, taking just one single hit.
Oh, we got golden dragon heads.
Oh, these are the floating dragon heads that come at you in either sine or cosine waves. So, ooh, they take kind of a lot of hits to get through.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I was 4. Oh, I didn't want to go all the way down. So there's blocks in this room that I have to break down this like wall of blocks while these dragon heads harass me.
And so your ability to break these blocks actually comes from you having the glove. That's what the glove does in this game.
Oh, I was wondering, because usually it helps you pick stuff up.
Right, but you don't pick up anything in this game outside of items.
No.
And I had no idea like what it was used for. But without that, you would not be able to break any of these blocks that are.
I can't break. I can break these blocks. Remember the break these cuffs video? Old school YouTube. You can't break these cuffs. I can break these cuffs. No.
I feel like I have to look up both the moth thing you were telling me about. Oh my god, he just had a wow. You annihilated that guy.
Wow. So
that
I don't know
Red Faka.
what that was. That's what you were talking about in our intro.
Yes, that is the intro.
I was wondering. I was like, bro, we're a PG podcast. We are an E for everyone. Can't go saying.
Make sure to use your.
Nope, not gonna happen. I wasted that, and I don't have rewind set up on my controller, so. Oh well, what happened as I got a little blue potion and my magic was full and I didn't do anything about it. Okay, so I'm going down a really long elevator shaft. Do you know where I am right now? Because I stopped paying attention.
Oh wait, go back up. Right there.
Is there like a false wall or something?
It's Beetle. How do you not see him? He's chilling right there in the elevator shaft.
What are you doing in the elevator shaft, Beetle? You creep.
I don't know. Let's go find out what he has going on.
All right, we'll go take a second. Sorry for calling Beetle a creep. I'm so negative about Beetle, and he's just always trying to make our lives better.
Especially because he just told you there's this hidden path here next to the elevator. That's how he got here. He wasn't chilling in the elevator. He was chilling in this hidden path, letting you know that if you stab the statue, you can get a red potion, which is great. So,
That is great. I gotta use jump to get there, though. And then I should probably use life, since I know I'm about to get a red potion. Yes! Alright!
Alright, you got full life, you got full magic.
Oh, I should save my state.
There you go, you got a life left, you're making your way with purpose through this entire thing.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, bottom of the elevator. 21 to the right. Oh boy. Okay, here's another one of those things.
Yep.
I don't like it.
I will remind you, you always have the ability to cast magic on yourself. Oh wow, he's off screen. You off-screened him.
He off-screened himself.
Oh, there's a red rope shooting fire at Patrick in this room. That's great.
I love the red ropes. They're cute.
Yeah, they look
real
real
little
cool.
buddies.
And then he has the golden dragon heads coming at him.
And I'm just kind of down thrusting away at him.
Relentless as always.
Yeah, they just never cease. Okay, I see a little window. And some bits trapped in a block wall.
Oh, they take 2 hits? Oh, they give you 10 XP now. Okay, so these aren't your dad's bits. These aren't your little your 2-cent bits. These are the dimes.
Okay, and there's a blue Faka down there.
So the blue Fakas jump crazy high.
Oh my gosh.
They have the sword beams coming out. And
I put on shield and saved my state.
Oh, you can at least block the
I'm trying to take
block
it on.
That's good. And the reason Patrick has to kill this guy is because he's trapped in between a set of blocks.
I know. I considered using my fairy spell to go over this entire room. Oh man, I'm not doing well. But I figured it'd be something like this. They really want you to have to fight this guy. Okay, I'm dead.
I mean, you might just be able to cast the jump spell, run to the other side, and then jump high enough to break some blocks.
Is everybody or all of our new listeners gonna call me a coward? Do I care?
Well, you caring, that's something you need to figure out between,
me and my therapist.
Yeah. Wow, he can almost jump up as high as you can.
That's crazy.
He's trying to get you.
He really wants it. You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. All right,
so we have a disintegrating bridge room with rope shooting fire at Patrick. Makes it over the first one. Very nice.
Did it.
All right, we got a really fast Bubble who looks like he is trapped. All right, well, that...
Oh, he's coming.
Why'd you let him out?
I wanted to talk to him. You know I love those bubbles.
Oh, my God.
I'm always trying to hang out with the bubbles.
Ooh, I see a corner of a curtain.
I know.
Is this
Are
it?
we already at the boss?
We might be at the boss already.
Bottom of the elevator shaft, whatever.
Do you think people believe us at all when they know we have an outline that we're looking at?
Well, I don't read the outlines that you so carefully make.
Ooh!
Okay.
You can talk to that bubble.
This bubble is like an extra large bubble that has a skull in it, with like a demon skull. Oh, and it turns into two bubbles when you hit it enough times. And
oh, that almost lined up really nicely for you to.
I know. I like down thrust killing these bubbles, but the thing is, you have to vertically jump. I think I'm trying too hard. I loaded my state because I was just being obnoxious.
I think you just let him live.
Oh, right. Yeah, and then I don't have a bunch of little bubbles chasing me around.
Right, they move really slowly. The king bubble moves nice and slow.
Yeah.
And when you break them apart, you get two really fast ones.
I should just let him hang out in the room with me.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, smoke him if you got him. All right, and now here's one of these fire-spitting... Oh, dang, I almost made it past.
You got by it with one hit? All right.
Yeah, I got by it with one hit. What are those called again?
Fukarus.
Fukarus. It's like, oh my gosh. Another blue...
Blue Faka.
Another blue Faka.
Oh, you're on the right side of him.
Which means...
Just run and block.
I can... like run from him and just turn around long enough to block. Oh no!
Oh, he's chasing you up the stairs! He's chasing you up the stairs!
Alright, I had to break through some blocks to get down. Whew! Save state.
Nice.
Oh man.
Maybe cast life on yourself? Alright, so here we have the elevator's coming down. And
I don't have any lives left.
I know. You're picking up a life right now. You can go left and right. And so that is what we are going to do.
So I should do both, you're saying?
Yes.
Ooh, a fairy. That's cool. It makes the noise when you enter the room.
Yeah, so you know, it's worth it to go over here to get this fairy.
That was cool.
Oh,
okay.
I love the Great Fairy Fountain, intro. The, harp strum.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Patrick just got a blue...
and some magic.
Magic filler-upper. Wow, I could not remember what I wanted to call that. Filler-upper, that works.
So now I'm platforming from column to column with lava in between, and there's just a bunch of bits that keep committing suicide.
Alright, so we're going to pick up a Link doll.
Ooh, a Link doll.
And we now have that life that you wanted.
Very good. Alright, yes. Cool. So... we're good. That means I can die before the final boss or whatever. And
that is correct.
And have full health if that's how I want to go about it.
Yes.
All right.
Tried to set you up here.
All right.
All right, so platform's back. He's going to take the elevator down. He's going to head left at the bottom of the elevator.
All
and,
right.
I think if you got this far... Ooh, so there's a bit... and there is another Fukaru, which, I think if you saw them from a distance, you'd be like, all right, they're not moving too fast. They're just spitting fire on the ground. So, not a big deal. And they just wreck you.
I did that thing where I loaded my state and forgot where I was and walked the wrong direction for a little bit. Because that's the content that people want.
I love it. Go edit this out.
Now we're going back down to the. Now we're going back down the elevator with a bit and a Fukeru.
Yeah, so
What were you saying about this? I was too busy being confused.
Oh, I was saying, like, if you saw it from a distance and it wasn't shooting the fire at you yet, I don't think you'd be super concerned about it.
Are you sure I need to go this direction?
I am. I also would remind you can do things like cast spells in this game. You were gonna go for that life again.
I was gonna go for that.
So you could cast shield or jump and just jump over the guy, which is what I would encourage you to do.
But won't I need my magic for the final boss?
You're gonna die right for the final boss. So you have full life and full health.
You know, I don't want to waste my magic. I'm a magic and item hoarder in video games.
You absolutely are. I think it's not that. I think you actually need to play RPGs because that's all it is. I'm gonna buy 99 X potions and never use a single one of them, even though I really need to use one. Because what if I need all 99 in the next battle?
Well, yeah.
All right, there's one hit. There's 2 hits.
You should see the trunk of my car. I have like 4 quick start, all night burning fire logs, a tent, a chair, some iced tea, some magazines. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, so now there's a bunch of blocks on the floor and golden dragon heads.
They just look like they want to get broken.
Oh, right. There's probably something in there, isn't there?
There probably something is.
Oh, I'm falling down a hole!
No.
I thought I was going to get an item. Woo, that was exciting.
Oh, man. All right. So, so now you're kind of here in the last little bit here before the boss.
Oh, okay. I am approaching the boss.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a gigantic bit. Oh, that you stab and turns into a million small ones. Okay, reloading that state. That was a nice surprise.
I will say there was nothing in the outline to tell Patrick about the slime because
I know I read ahead.
I thought it'd be really funny just to get his reaction.
And there was absolutely nothing about it. Wow. That's fun.
All right.
Okay.
So we got another collapsing bridge here. We got a bubble. He's running across the bridge. There's a spike trap. There's a spike trap. Oh, there's a thing to fall down in the middle.
Pew! All right. I assume I wanted to do that.
You did.
It looked intentional.
It did look intentional.
Oh, man. Wandering around this maze cave, this isn't a maze cave. This is the Great Palace. Wandering around this palace would be just so infuriating to me without an outline.
I mean, it's kind of been infuriating for you and you had an outline.
It's true.
Big slime? Oh. This room that he just walked into looked like a big slime room.
It looks exactly like the slime. All right. Well, there's some pillars and a pedestal.
This looks...
I think this is a final boss fight here. And I have enough life and magic and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, and here it comes.
All right.
The music
so
doesn't change.
So it's like this red blob. It doesn't have a face. And it's just shooting fire at Patrick.
Huh.
He has not been able to figure out a way... Alright, so you didn't figure out a way to hit it so far.
Use thunder right away. Once again, if I were to read the outlines that you so painstakingly prepare, then I would know that I'm supposed to do that. Okay, well, I don't know how much magic thunder takes up, so let's find out. This gigantic, like, red bird thing, what's its name?
This is Thunderbird.
And when I used... Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I have to hit Thunderbird's face. And when I used the thunder spell, it made its face appear.
And that pretty much used up all your magic, so...
Oh, dang. So I can't cast Jump on myself, can I?
You cannot. But this, I will remind you, is why we got you that extra life about 7 minutes ago.
Okay.
He also
well,
seems to be immune to up thrusts.
yeah, I'm not getting him with the up thrust.
Which
All right,
means
so
you have to jump and stab him in the face.
okay, I'm gonna jump and stab him in the face. But now this is my last life. I don't like it. Okay, whatever. I'm going for it.
All
Save state.
I mean, I don't know that you have that many options.
Casting jump. Casting shield. Equipping thunder. Stepping onto the platform. Casting thunder.
Nice. Good first jump. Nice dodging.
Stabbing in the face.
Oh,
Not doing a great job.
that's all right. You know, you got to take a couple rounds to kind of really figure it out.
Yeah, I always like to. I might have talked about this already, but I always like to, like, play an enemy a couple times to, like, figure out how they're gonna, react.
Yeah, I mean, the shield spell makes a huge difference there. You just get to take, so much more. You know, you have so many more hits you can take from the enemy. So
Jump, shield. All right, and I'm gonna save my state a little closer because I have a feeling I'm gonna play this boss a few times.
well, you know, in the bosses in this game, they've been difficult, but I don't feel like any of them have been like unfairly difficult.
Nah, in fact, some of them were too easy, but that blue iron knuckle in like the second dungeon on a
Robinach?
horse
Robinach, yeah.
was a real pain in the butt. I'm glad I didn't have to play.
Good two hits in a row.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna try it again. What is this? My fourth try.
I think so.
Reminds me of Sigma at the end of Mega Man X, just because it's like a face in the middle of a thing.
Oh, it kind of does, yeah, for sure. Yeah, the artwork as well is real creepy. I think I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff up on Twitter here soon. I'm gonna put the map. I'm gonna put the official artwork for this guy. It's just real.
Oh, I started off so good this time.
You did.
You know,
What's up?
I'm as a self-proclaimed Mega Man player, I pressed thunder before he got on screen. I'm just not doing that well, and now everybody knows my dirty secret that I'm a slow learner. As a friend of mine said, I'm a perfectionist, so when I'm learning to do something new, it takes me a while, but by the time I get it down, I'm real good at it.
Are you trying to say that you could beat this boss without taking a single hit from the boss?
Eventually, I think that I would be able to figure out his pattern.
Ooh,
yeah.
that was 2 good hits in a row. One more hit, yeah!
All right, yeah, pew, 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 pew. And a key.
We get a key for some reason?
I know, we already have a magical key.
All right, let's see how this game ends.
Long corridor walking down, and it looks like. Hold on.
All right, what's up?
There's a curtain. I don't like the curtain. And
Oh, there's the Triforce.
There's a
the
little
guy.
gnome guy with the Triforce. Oh, and it's disappearing, and no, everything went black and purple, and my shadow just jumped out of my body. Oh, you know, I tried to avoid spoilers about this game, and I am now facing Shadow Link. Is he called Dark Link? Oh
Yes.
my gosh, and he is relentless. Oh my gosh. And I didn't save my state.
Oh, after Thunderbird, you didn't save? Well, now you know you kind of want to get out of this. You know, you were talking about being a perfectionist. I think you want to get out of this battle taking as little damage as possible because
And
this boss
I
does...
knew there was going to be some tricky stuff, and you were like, you should just die. Everything will be okay. And now I'm going to have to fight Shadow Link without any death available. Ow. All right, I'll get over it. I'm gonna crush this. I can break these cuffs. Oh. So, what's his name? Is it Shadow Link? Is it Dark Link?
It is Dark Link. Dark Link, also known as Link's Shadow,
also
first
known as
appeared in the Adventure of Link as the final boss who guards the Triforce of Courage inside the Great Palace. He serves as the final test created by the King of Hyrule before Link can obtain the Triforce of Courage.
I wonder if it would be Shadow Pat or Dark Pat or the Shadow of Pat, you know, like, or if it's always Link's shadow that pops out and fights you.
Well, technically, I guess it's Geddick, you know, right? Geddick!
Geddick! I was doing good. And,
this is pretty cool. So before the battle begins, the lights in the room go out. Link's shadow jumps away from him, and the duel against himself starts. Did you just kill him?
I got the big bird thing again.
Nice.
But I'm not very happy with. I got hit like 4 times, so I'm not gonna save my state.
You're not gonna save your state. Okay. I do think you should cast shield on yourself before the next battle starts, though. Like, not right now, but in the next room.
It makes you go into another room.
It does.
So that means shield wasn't. And I don't have enough magic to do life.
You don't.
Alright, whatever. Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Alright. So there's the Keeper of the Triforce of Courage. Everything flashes. It goes black, and our shadow pops out. Alright, now you at least know what you're going up against. Alright, he's hopping all around. He's blocking up, he's blocking down.
I haven't landed a single hit on him this time. He's got me
he's
once.
only gotten one, so. Wow, he can like moonwalk.
Yeah. Oh, and he wasn't affected by my down thrust.
That just like went right through him, it almost seemed like.
Jeez. He's a toughie. Do you have any
you haven't
advice?
landed a hit yet. This is crazy.
I know, and we're really going
Yeah, I mean,
for it,
I think
too.
you're performing quite well, I think.
Well, just add that H in there.
I did.
Right,
I thought it would be fun.
I'm gonna do the right thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna try to set myself up. Oh, that was unavoidable. That was unavoidable. I messed that up.
Oh, again, the official artwork is just so cool.
I want to see it. Ugh. What does the official artwork look like for this?
It's you and Dark and a
Thunderbird.
Oh, for Thunderbird? Oh,
Yeah.
He's super freaky looking. He let me see how I can describe it to you. He is like Link is kind of like looking around at the bottom of the screen. And Thunderbird's almost coming down like flying down the wall, and he has like a teeth full of knives is how I would describe it.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I got him, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half life.
5 and a half?
I think,
yeah.
yeah, 5.5 life. So I think I'm just gonna save my state.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't feel like playing Thunderbird again. I'll just figure out how to beat Shadow Dark Link.
Yeah.
And here we go. All right.
Here we go.
I gotta cast Shield first. Shield, and I'm gonna save my state. And I'm gonna save my state again. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Blah 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 blah. Everything's silent. Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, so
It's
Patrick's
just
kind of like he's moving around the screen. He's kind of like trying to duck and jab. He's down thrusting, but he like Dark Link can literally like moonwalk away from him. So you can't even get like a shot like on his like when he like has to turn around to run from you.
What I'm trying to do is to up thrust when he jumps over me.
Oh, that's smart.
I'm waiting for that opportunity to see if that's a good way to get him, but he's very quick. And I want to know why my shadow can moonwalk and I can't.
Well, I want to know why it seems like you've hit him a couple of times, but he's not taking any damage. Oh, there you go.
I finally got one hit.
The good old jump attack.
Yeah, the good old jump and attack as you're coming down. Dang, he's ruthless. Okay, this time I'm gonna save my state.
Even closer.
I'm saving my state after he's jumped out of me. All right.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Up.
There you go.
Up.
Oh, he's like crouching in the corner.
I'm totally cheesing.
This feels like you're cheesing it.
That worked. That worked if I just like chill in the bottom left-hand corner. You know?
I mean, you literally just couldn't hit him. I mean, you swung at him probably 200 times.
I did. So whatever. Ha-ha! I did it! I beat him, and now I'm scooting along the floor. Silence. Yay, listen to that.
There's the Triforce of Courage.
That was cool music.
That was cool music, wasn't it?
All right.
All right, so you're holding it above your head. It breaks into 3.
It breaks into 3 pieces.
You're back with Princess Zelda.
She's sleeping. There aren't 2 torches beside her anymore. Oh,
she woke
up. She woke up and she's shaking my hand or whatever. You saved Hyrule and you are a real hero. Thanks, Zelda.
I mean, I feel like you were kind of a real hero the last time when you destroyed Ganon at 10 years old.
Now the purple curtain comes down and you could see our torsos. Oh, and it kind of looks like we came together for a kiss.
But maybe it's just a hug.
Maybe it's just a hug.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to make it romantic. She could have given me a royal peck on the cheek.
That would have been nice. Kind of like a Princess Leia style.
All right. Staff. Executive producer. H. Yamochi. Producer. Should I read all the credits?
I think that's what people really want. So, Pat, while the credits are going here, thoughts. Initial thoughts.
Well, I feel, even though I only played the last 2 sessions, I do feel accomplished. You know, I have been playing outside of our podcast, and I did actually play a couple of our sessions that didn't end up making the whatever cut. So I feel accomplished. I can finally say that I've played and beaten this game. That final battle with Shadow Link, and now I'm looking at your outline and it says, cheese him by standing on the right side of the screen. I stood on the left side of the screen, and stabbing constantly when he approaches, or try to beat him. Oh, now there's a flashing Triforce.
Let's see if there's it says push start to replay. Let's see if it's like the first game. If there's like a second quest or something.
Before I do that, feel like the final boss with Shadow Link was kind of corny. Like I couldn't land a hit, more than one hit, without kind of cheesing it. But it was real cool the way it was
definitely really cool.
It popped out, real surprising, and yeah, let's see what the replay thing is, if it gives you like a master quest or whatever.
I really like this beginning here. I think it's pretty cool.
Although, I gotta say, all of its problems persist. I don't want to have to deal with this much XP. I don't want to have to think so much about RPG stuff when I play a Zelda game. It was completely different from the first one in a lot of ways, and I'm a platformer. I like these kind of games, the side scroll stuff, but it just kind of felt more clunky than like well designed and difficult. What about you? What do you think?
I really enjoyed it. Oh, there you go, Geddick. We got a little Triforce next to our name.
Mm-hmm.
So when you press start, okay, we just start with 3 lives. Oh yeah. So it looks like we're restarting the game, but we have Sword 8, Magic 8, Life 8. We don't have the magical containers, the heart containers. And so just like jump into like a bad guy here and just see who shows up in it. Because my guess is they're not like scaling the bad guys. Yeah, so they're back to the basic level bad guys.
All right. Well, this is a lot.
Oh, they kept us they gave us our down thrust and our up thrust.
All of that stuff is still here. So basically, if you want to play this game, I'm gonna suggest that you jump in at this point, which they give you on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
and
I guess
I've
you're
said
right.
this a couple times.
Switch. Oh yeah.
If you play the special on Nintendo Switch, you got all your upgrades already, and you can enjoy the game. You can rewind. You can use that feature and save yourself some headache.
Here you go. You want my opinion?
Yeah.
I might like this game more than The Legend of Zelda.
Wow. Really? You're just saying that to be controversial?
A little bit, but I mean, I played the first 4.5 hours of it, and I had fun almost the entire time.
Yeah.
I like RPG elements. I've played tons of RPGs, right? Mm-hmm. So I do like if this game was just called, The Adventure of Geddick, right? That was its name. And it used some sprite that was red in color, and the princess was someone named Princess Roja. I think this is like a top probably 15 or 20 game if you get rid of that Dark Link fight. If you gotta make it it just doesn't feel winnable. I mean, I watched you play it. I just don't see anybody winning that. That's just without cheesing it. I'm just like, how do you?
Yeah, man. I mean, again, I play a lot of Mega Man, and some of those bosses, you just have to find the pattern. Now, to be fair, I only tried for 5 minutes, but I can usually figure out a boss in 5 minutes.
Or just figure out you landed one hit, and I don't know how you got that one hit.
Yeah, it was it seemed kind of like a fluke.
Yeah. All right, dude. So we have wrapped up season 1.
My goodness.
We've gotten through the Adventure of Link. We've gotten through the Legend of Zelda.
Wow.
Are we gonna do season 2?
I guess. Definitely, we're gonna do season 2.
Did you just buy T-shirts for us to wear for season 2?
I definitely did. Today, look what I'm wearing today. My classic.
Excellent.
My Game Boy tank top. I actually, whatever. We can talk about that another time. I own so many of these. I just can't wait to play Link to the Past.
A Link to the Past. Oh my god!
I'm really excited. Game. I played it a month ago and a year ago. And I'm excited to play it again. We're not gonna need a walkthrough for that one. We're just gonna wing it probably.
We'll just wing it. Might still build the outlines. They are helpful to know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. And I'll encourage everybody. We're still gonna we're gonna take a couple a few weeks off here, but
yeah.
Pay attention because we don't know exactly when we're coming back online. We're not going to be longer than 2 months, definitely. But in the meantime, we're still going to be putting stuff up on Patreon, and we're still going to have some engagement going. And if you want to be a guest and you have a home recording set up, then please contact us.
Or if you can get to Northeast Ohio, or you can get to the Washington D.C. area.
Yeah, and you're vaccinated. We can chill.
Yeah.
And you can join it on the fun. And we got a couple slurp prizes. That's what I'm calling them. It's just disgusting. I'm not coining that term right now. I take it back. Wow. In retrospect, maybe doing both of these games in season 1 was a bit much. but I'm glad that we just plowed through it. Maybe we'll go back and play the first one again at some point because it's so quick.
Hey, Patrick, don't forget, once we reach $100 in our Patreon, our very first goal, we'll be doing the second quest for the Legend of Zelda for our Patreon supporters.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's our first goal that we're trying to get to, and we'll get a chance to replay that quest. I've actually never beaten the second quest. I've only ever done a first 2 or 3 dungeons, cool. Maybe.
And we eventually put our Patreon stuff out like later, but it is like a live Patreon exclusive thing.
100%. 100%. So, again, if you can support us, great. If you can't, we're just really appreciative that you're here.
Yeah,
you're listening
honestly,
to us. Tell somebody about it.
Please.
Leave us a review on iTunes.
And even if it's not 5 out of 5 stars, we also.
I mean, Ganon will come get you if it's anything less than 5. That's your choice.
Ganon's gonna come get you. I think I got nothing else.
I got nothing else either, brother. It was a great first season. I love doing this with you.
It's a great first season, brother. Back at you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been the first season of
Hyrule Podcasters.
See you next time.
See you, brother. Love you.
Love you. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Hyrule Podcasters and on Twitter at Hyrule Podcaster.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank Lieutenant Headtrip for our awesome theme.
Additionally, if you'd like to directly support us, you can head over to our Patreon page. Patreons get early access to episodes, access to our private Discord server, and more. Links to everything can be found in the show notes.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen.
Odd Conduit Media.